1 year ago this week, I went out to dinner with a good friend who happened to be tech savvy, certainly more than me. And he pulled out his phone, typed in some stuff, and while he did it, he asked if I wanted to see a haiku about myself. I had no idea what the heck he was talking about. A haiku about me? But no sooner had I said it, sure, knock yourself out, then a poem popped up on the screen that was cogent, funny, and yes, otherworldly. It was kind of like David Blaine meets a Japanese version of E.E. Cummings. I thought it was one of those kind of a handful of previews to this wondrous moment. I mean, how many people knew about this? I was wrong at every count. Millions of people at the same time were watching the same experience with ChatGPT all at once. And it's anything but a cheap sleight of hand. At that moment, coincidentally, tech stocks were in one of those periodic tailspins. Just the typical swoon we get when analysts sense a played-out move for a sorry group and investors don't want to get hit by an ugly correction. A year later, it looks like that was the perfect buying opportunity. Hey, maybe it was an exquisite moment. Maybe it was the exquisite moment to buy the best of tech. We now know that what seemed like a simple thing you could query to create a fun ditty turns out to be generative artificial intelligence, something that can think outside the proverbial box and help millions of people, maybe tens of millions, become better at their jobs or any task they might find themselves challenged by. Now, these last few days, I've been at the epicenter of AI, and it's not in Silicon Valley. It's actually in the Seattle area, where Amazon and Microsoft are headquartered. Microsoft is the real leader, in large part because it owns just under half of OpenAI, the company created by Sam Altman, the visionary who created ChatGPT. And Microsoft's made this technology into a huge profit center, think Copilot, already. That's important because the skeptics who never believed in the power of AI have long since left the stocks of these companies behind. They got out right before the group caught fire again because they thought the technology was, frankly, a vacuous con job. I like the stock of Microsoft, a big charitable trust holding, because while other companies talk about how they're going to make a killing in generative AI, Microsoft's already doing it. My talks with the people at the company behind the scenes indicate that Copilot, the aptly named AI product, has a shockingly strong level of absorption very quickly. Then, down the proverbial block, Amazon's using the same technology to figure out what you want before you know you want it, so they can be ready same day with your request. It's all science fact, even as a year ago it might have sounded like science fiction. What's most incredible to me? Long before the revelatory haiku, I now realize that Jensen Huang, the co-founder and CEO of NVIDIA, showed me the same technology when he had me stand in front of a screen and asked me to tell the screen to draw anything. Now, I happen to be a big fan of Cézanne, but I got tired of the bowls of fruit after taking art appreciation, also known as spots and dots, at college. So I asked the screen to show, hey, how about a change in pace? Cézanne seascape, please, or at least how he would have done one. It appeared as if by magic. It was the magic of generative AI. The problem? Until ChatGPT, the technology had gone begging. By showing me NVIDIA was trying to get the word out about what could be done now that their chips had the computing power to take advantage of the technology. At least I had the good sense to tell club members that they should go buy more NVIDIA, thinking that someone would eventually take Jensen up on it. I love technology, but I love helping you try to make more money in the stock market. That's what I'm really about. The cynics say that AI moves, it's just too big already. I can tell you from my face-to-face talks with people in Seattle, this move's just getting started. The AI stocks may have room, maybe a lot of room to run, even though they were up big this week. Will they pull back next week? Buy them. If, as Amazon CEO Andy Jassy told me, 90% of the global IT spend is still on-prem, not the cloud where ChatGPT lives, then I think any dip will indeed be met with buying, not selling, because the wonderment and astonishment, people, it is just getting started. And what humongous trend ever stops when it's only 1 year old? Mad Money is back after the break.
Coming up, pop open those umbrellas and tee up your toughest questions. Cramer takes on all comers in the lightning round. Next.
Don't miss a second of Mad Money. Follow @Jim Cramer on Twitter. Have a question? Tweet Cramer. #MadTweets. Send Jim an email to madmoney@cnbc.com or give us a call at 1-800-743-CNBC. Miss something? Head to madmoney.cnbc.com.